Hey guys, welcome back to Chaos Core Tech. My name's Garrett, and today we are going to be making Shrek. Now, as some of you know, I stream over on Twitch occasionally, and usually I let the people watching decide what I model. We take a vote and do a whole bunch of things, but this one ended up being Shrek. And specifically, the votes landed on a medieval-themed Shrek. And he's already kind of medieval in the movies, so I went even further and put him in the armor that he's wearing when they go in to fight the dragon in the first movie. Then as I got a little bit further into the model, it was working out pretty well, and I kind of got the idea that I might be able to get away with printing this with no supports without removing a lot of the stuff that would make him look like Shrek. So that was the idea, and the model turned out good enough, I think, that I could release it to you guys and make a video about it, because usually with Twitch models, I don't make a video. So let's get modeling. Alright, now that Shrek is modeled, we need a test print, because when you're doing things like this, especially things that you need to print without supports, it's always a good idea to do a test print just to make sure that it actually prints without no support. So that's what we did, and I just printed it a single color, and I will show you pictures here. Now, I think it looks pretty good, but with all the armor and stuff, it's kind of hard just at a first glance to really know that it's Shrek. I mean, the vest is kind of a giveaway, but everything else, it just wasn't looking Shrek enough for me. And the whole point of this model was to be something quick and easy to do. That mixed with all of the dog problems we've been having lately, Chelsea wasn't able to paint it. So I decided to go back and make a multi-material version because I thought just a little bit of color would make this thing stand out as Shrek, no problem. So let's get printing. Well, there it is, guys. Shrek. He prints without supports, prints in 4 colors, and I didn't have to tweak it too much. There's a few areas in here that I was very surprised that it was actually able to print with supports, and you'll notice a few areas like underneath the legs, and I had to make the sword a little bit different to print without supports, but overall I think it came out really good. I might still go in and just take like a Sharpie or something like that and darken up his eyes, because they ended up being a pretty light brown for someone's eyes. And then I don't think this was a very good green. It was just the only green we had on hand that wasn't like a dark forest green. So we went with it, and it's a little too neon, I think. We'd need a green that is just a little more yellowy than neon. Now, I wanted to talk for a second about the print process. We printed this using our Palette 2 Pro, and this was actually the first print we had done with it, which worked out really well, but was kind of stupid in hindsight because we hadn't even really done a test print with the palette. We just got the little palette logo printed like during the setup of it, and then we decided just to kick this off, and so it was a little ballsy, but I think it paid off. It came out pretty good. The print's not perfect just because we hadn't dialed in any settings yet, but for the first thing we ever did with it, this looks amazing. And we used Palette's Canvas software to slice up the model, get all the colors ready, and then we printed it on our Prusa Mark III, and it just kind of worked. It was really amazing. Chelsea set up the palette, and it took her maybe an hour or two just to get it all set up and configured, and then we were off and printing. And I can confirm that this works 100 times better than the Palette 1, which the Palette 1 worked, which is super awesome, and I can't wait to print more things with it. Also, they just launched a new feature where you can take in an existing model and paint colors on it, and it will split it up for multi-material printing with your palette. So I think that's really cool, and it will open up multi-material printing, I think, to a lot more people. Okay, well, thank you for watching, and if you stuck around this long, I know that you guys care somewhat about me and the channel, so I saved the sort of life and channel update till now to talk about it, because I know a lot of people are kind of getting annoyed that I've been putting out that type of content, talking about personal stuff rather than prints. And as I mentioned, it's kind of both a channel update and a life update if you've seen the past couple videos where we've talked about our dog and all the surgeries he's had to go through lately. Which life and channel are kind of dangerously intertwined at this point. I'll start with the bad news. Riley, our dog, he had to go in for a 3rd ACL surgery, which we didn't even know was possible, but apparently something else was kind of messed up. So he had another surgery. They reopened the wound that was just healing. So that's number 3 in the books for him, and we also found a lump on his tail, which turned out to be cancerous. So on top of the 3 ACL surgeries, he also has cancer, but they were able to remove the lump, and we're just kind of waiting to see if it comes back type of situation. But he's doing well. He's a couple weeks into recovery from that 3rd surgery. So we're just kind of taking it a day at a time. But luckily, we've been able to kind of keep things rolling here, and we've got a couple more videos that are on the way, and hopefully I'll have those out to you before too long. Alright guys, well, as always, thank you for being patient with the sort of slow upload schedule, and thank you for the support. You guys watching these videos means everything to me. If you want to snag this file for yourself, the link is down in the description. It's completely free. If you print one, send me a picture on Twitter. Alright guys, well that's it for me. Don't forget to like that smash button. Also hit that subscribe button if you want to see new videos on the off chance I decide to post one. Thank you guys for watching, and until next time, keep creating.